What's going on, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in to another Supercoach EPL video. As you can see, we scored 137. Not too bad at all. Mainly thank you to Hugo Ekiteke and our man Erling Haaland, who we did give the armband to. We actually had a rank increase, so we're back up to where we were about, I don't know, maybe a month ago. Seems like we go to the low 300s, then go to the high 300s, almost to 400, then back down to the low 300s. But, we're yo-yoing all through the 300s. Bit annoying, but hopefully we can just continue to climb. As I said last video, we weren't looking to trade so much, but we did anyway when the lineups came out because, get rid of that, sorry. We traded Eze to Palmer and we went Gyökeres to Ekiteke purely for a cash grab. I didn't expect Ekiteke to score against Spurs, and he did. That was fantastic. So all aboard there, and they have Wolves this week, so he is definitely going to be my captain. We're lining up 3-4-3. I'm holding Bruno. I don't think there's any decent midfield options that I can jump on. Potentially a Bowen, but at this point in time, not going there. More than happy to hold him. He'll be back shortly. Looks to be about 3 to 4 matches. He's out for about a month. So I think with the stability and the players in our squad, we can cover him accordingly. As you can see, the lineup, we've got our triple Arsenal defence alongside Virgil van Dijk, who has Wolves. Phil Foden, Minter, Palmer and Enzo in the midfield. If Enzo doesn't start, which I think he will, bit of a surprise benching last game week, then I'll just play Cucurella instead. Yes, we still have Dan Burn. Then we have Haaland, who takes the VC, Ekiteke for the captaincy, and Saka as well. I just don't know. I see a lot of trades like Bruno to Rice. For me personally, I'm not about that. Then there's like Keane Lewis Potter. Good shout. Maybe 2 weeks ago if you jumped on. Fantastic if you did. That's wonderful. But those points are gone. I'm not too keen jumping on that right now. So I'm more than happy to just wait. More than happy to wait. I think with what we've built in the squad and I guess the fluidity, the flexibility that we can maneuver to different lineups, different formations, then I'll be more than happy to just hold Bruno and then swap with that last defender accordingly if we need to. But at the start, it seemed like he was going to be out for an eternity, and then some reports came out he wasn't going to be out for that long, which it's only a month, so 3 to 4 games. He's a professional. I have no doubt he'll be back sooner rather than later. And in saying that, I think he's the best midfield option in the game. So to me, that seems like I'd just be trading him out to bring him back in, which, kind of seems pointless from my perspective. If you can't cover him, then by all means, absolutely jump off. As I said, Rice, great option. If you want to go to Bowen, fantastic. Completely understand that. If you don't have a Palmer, maybe go there. But for me personally and this team, I'm more than happy with, I guess, how we've got lined up so far. That could all change. It did change last game week. Looked at Eze, and then reports came out he wasn't going to start. So that's another factor to add into everything as well. If your player's not going to start, then if they've already got a high break even, they're going to lose cash and still have a high break even with no chance of securing that. So yeah, that was a little bit stiffer there. He's playing this morning in the EPL Cup, which, good luck to him. We have no connections to him now. So, he's gone. He's gone. We brought in Palmer. We brought in Ekiteke for Gyökeres, even though Gyökeres scored the penalty. I don't think that that's going to be a constant trend. I think Odegaard and Saka basically just decided that he was going to take it to build some confidence. Otherwise, if he had scored recently, Saka is probably taking that penalty. And we would have scored better than what we did. So, 137 isn't, that's not low, nothing to laugh about. But in saying that, it could have been a little bit more Although you offer me that at the start of a game week, I take that and run. Simple as that. So we've got our City boys. They're away to Forest. Haaland is going to take the armband. Obviously, we've got Minter and the Arsenal boys in that third game. We then have Virgil and Ekiteke, potential captaincy option at home to Wolves. Then we have the Chelsea boys at home to Villa. And that basically sums our team up for this game week. I mean, becoming a constant trend that we have literally maybe like 5 games that we're invested in Supercoach EPL, and then it's done. I mean, our team, we've got multiple players from, I guess, a small contingency of teams, but at this point of the year, I think that's how everyone's leaning towards. Most people seem to have bought, obviously, the higher end players. Generally, they come from the better teams, so to speak. And then I guess there's a few pod options here and there which really can spice things up. But overall, we're looking to go in for a 3-4-3. Calafiori, Van Dijk, and Timber, who actually is playing this morning. So it's good that they play early on in the game week. I don't think he gets a rest, but just one to be cognizant of. We also have Cucurella on the bench. Dan Burns still injured, so he's not going to be back for a while. We also have Raya in goal. Midfielders, we've got Phil Foden, Minter, Palmer, and Enzo, with Bruno warming the bench because he's injured. Then have Haaland, Ekiteke, and Saka as our forwards. Looking at the most traded in, it seems to always be like Bruno replacements, or Semenyo's at 4, Xhaka is at 3rd, Keane Lewis Potter 2nd, Rice at number 1. That's understandable. Traded out is they're gone on Bruno. They're sick of Dan Burn. Fernandez is gone. Cucurella's gone. And people are even trading out Saka, which is very interesting. Not sure I like trading out Saka just yet, because he can he's got a fantastic baseline points. 9 and no returns. That's amazing. That's very, very nice. That is such a high floor. But it just means you've got to watch Arsenal games. We don't have to, but always good to get an insight, which can be annoying. But overall, as I said, we'll be looking at going into Haaland, VC into Ekiteke, who has Wolves at home. So I think that'll be a bit of a bloodbath. Should be. Hope so. Hopefully we can keep pushing up the ranks. We are currently 322nd. We scored 137 for game week 17. So thank you guys for tuning in so much. Let me know what you're doing. Just leave a comment, leave a like. If you're trading out someone potentially you think I should be trading out, let me know. And I guess let me know your plans going forward, because it seems to stagnate this time of the year, especially trades getting a little bit lower, wanting to preserve them. And I guess most teams are in a good spot currently. But as always, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Leave a like, leave a comment. If you're not subbed, oh my God, I don't know what I need to do to make you sub now. Simple as that. Leave me one. Thank you and enjoy. And also, if you celebrate Christmas, have a fantastic Christmas as well. If you've enjoyed this video, then please like and subscribe. And don't forget to check out the website at supercoachswordplay.com.